Jamaican producer and artist Rvssian shows text messages sent by someone claiming to be a part of the Illuminati or of the Brotherhood group. Before I proceed with this video, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and click the bell icon beside it, and also hit the like button. Respect. Now, so recently Rvssian put up a message on his Instagram story with someone claiming to be a part of the Illuminati group that wants him to join their organization, and this is what it says. Are you interested in becoming a member of the great Illuminati Brotherhood, sources of riches, wealth, fame, power? That's what the message said, Jano. And Rvssian put up the word sure. Jano star, Rvssian easy, you know. But people, let's be real though, there's actually evidence out there that this organization does exist. I'm gonna play a video at the end of this video, Zine, so stay tuned for that and watch out this entire video. And also people, this is how them approach certain celebrities. You can go look it up, you know, people. A lot of info is out there, you know what I mean, on this type of thing. For example, Jay-Z, which is claimed to be a part of. There's also photos and evidence out there, you see me? So, you know, where I got enough people right now is Rvssian's reaction. You see me? The man put up a big sure. And I don't know if a joking him depend when him write that. You see me? Or him serious or a joking. You know what I mean? So post your comments and let me know what you all think. Zine, and remember to like this video and subscribe and share and listen for this lecture from the YouTuber Young Pharaoh.
The reason that they kill celebrities is because when you accept their sector or their oath of silence, you give them permission to slay you for dishonoring your oath. It's just like in the streets. Nigga, we selling drugs, we hustling. You said you wasn't gonna snitch. You take the stand on us and snitch, we gonna murk you, nigga. Why? Because you accepted the code of the streets by doing something criminal. But an everyday citizen can call the police on you. You're not gonna go kill them for snitching because they're not from your hood. They have not accepted the hood nigga oath. Same thing with Hollywood. Once you accept that oath into Hollywood, they're coming. Once you get a bank account, see, bank accounts are tracked. They have a machine in Europe called the 666. They call it the Beast. This machine can literally track anybody on planet Earth that has a bank account or a social security card. Now, why is it important? Because your bank account number is attached to your social security. So, for anybody who's a citizen. So, once you hit a certain motherfucking amount of money, that machine in Europe, because remember, all this shit is owned by Europe, automatically alerts these motherfucking high-ranking secret society niggas that you have a whole lot of motherfucking money. So why is this important? Because now they come for you. Because when you got money, you got the power to change shit in their matrix, in their world. Even though we know money has no value, and I hope all black people wake up and we just turn our back on money, period. But until then, people are using money, so you gotta play the fucking game. So with that being said, if you once they say, oh, this motherfucker reached 10 million, no. Nigga, you about to get down with the program. Either you are going to continue to do certain things, or, nigga, you getting shut the fuck out. You'll never be on TV again. This is why you got rappers like D-Block or the Locks, and they never left the streets. But we all can agree that them niggas is hotter than anybody that you listening to today. Why they never went platinum? Why they never got a record deal? Because they didn't want to get down with the get down. Now, the point I'm trying to make is you have to understand that Hollywood is the home of spiritual and mental demonic dominion on the planet Earth. Switzerland, Russia, all of that shit is where they're in more colder areas are where they're stashing shit and doing shit with technology that they don't got no business doing, like the CERN machine and shit like that. Anywhere where it's cold, Alaska or Russia, where you just can't immediately go, that's where they stash shit and create shit. Because they know niggas ain't about to be walking way to fuck up no 10,000-mile mountain, snow everywhere to be nosy. You're not going to do that. And then they use Hollywood because that's the most negative frequency. So they bring the entities in through this frequency and they use you as a host. See, every parasite needs a host. For example, the white man is a parasite. He needs a host. He's melanin deficient. He can't survive under the sun. So he uses you as a host by stealing our kids and taking their organs. And then you got motherfucking billionaires who niggas having 10 fucking heart transplants in 2 years and shit. Because nobody's doing statistics on medical science and medical surgeries and who the fuck name keep coming in. You got rich motherfuckers. This nigga 17th liver transplant in motherfucking 3 years. They stealing our kids to stay. They're hosting us. But you have demonic hosts as well who are hosting your ass. So we have to understand the science between Hollywood. That is not something that black people who are conscious want to go, or who are righteous want to go. Because we even look at Common. Common came out righteous in a motherfucker. Now look at him. White girl, turned the fuck down. You don't hear nothing from his ass. Nothing. Farrakhan, chilling with the Jews, chilling with the nigga Alex Jones. All of these Illuminati motherfuckers. We have to understand who we dealing with, black people. This is a spiritual war. This is not a physical war only. Just like for black people. I give you an example. Right? I bang on a beast all day. All day. Bang on a nigga. But I know how to operate it as well. Because I'm not racist. I'm righteous. Because as much as I talk shit about white people, guess what? If I see somebody trying to kidnap a little girl, a little white girl, I'm going to save her. If I see a little white girl starving or a homeless white person starving, I'm going to feed them. It's just in my soul. Because I'm not a devil, I just fight the devil. I don't have to become you to destroy you. Now, why is this important? Because vice versa, white people are not going to do that to you. You put a white girl in a room full of niggas, she will not get raped. Put a black girl in a room full of white motherfuckers and see what happens. So, this is a spiritual war. This is not a physical war only. Not saying it's not a physical war, but not only. This is a spiritual war. This is about being manipulated, on your inner being being manipulated, enslaved, and hosted. And we are being influenced to be hosted. All this fucking music, all this fucking shit, this technology, this food, all this shit is lowering our vibrations. Just like this lecture I'm finna give on spirit diet. I'm gonna break down the food. Everything is lowering your vibration. It's like taking down your shield. It's making you spiritually not strong enough to defend yourself from negative ass entities. You got some people that get just completely overwhelmed with it by those entities. You got some people who cope. And you got some people who vibrate too high, like Buddhist monks, who can't get penetrated, who their souls are protected. But the point I'm trying to make is, you are fighting a motherfucker who uses witchcraft as their primary weapon, okay? The white man don't use gun. See, gun is secondary. Witchcraft is first. The nigga been casting spells on your ass and our whole race. But before you came out the womb, he had some shit ready for you. So, black people, we have to build our spiritual selves back up, and we gotta abandon ship on this nigga. Leave anything this nigga got going alone and create our own sector of reality. Because if we keep living in his illusion, then by default, we are going to inherit or keep come in contact or keep becoming susceptible to the shit that this nigga is dealing with. Okay? If I'm a drug dealer, if you come in my house, then you make yourself susceptible to going to jail. Because if the police kick my fucking door, you was in here while it was drugs in here. Why am I using that analogy? If you deal with the white man, you make yourself susceptible to demonic shit. Because this nigga deal with demonic shit. He been dealing with demonic shit since day one. The Greeks, motherfucking Romans, motherfucking whoever you want to go to. With any type of Caucasian period in history, this nigga has been doing demonic shit. Fucking Christian crusades, Arab slave trade. These motherfuckers is chopping motherfuckers' heads off, burning motherfuckers at the stake, sacrificing kids. These motherfuckers have been doing demonic shit since they been here. You think they stop? No. They just make it look good. Now they just make you agree with it. How many black people watch BET and will watch the BET Awards and say, oh, look at that Illuminati shit. You don't give a fuck. You still gonna cut the bitch song on in your car. You still gonna play Nicki Minaj shit right up in your car when you leave. So it's like, black people, we have to understand we dealing with demonic shit that's you're gonna have to deal with it after this life too. Wake the fuck up. This is a spiritual battle, not a physical battle. But to get back on point, break it down, Hollywood. Hollywood is ran by the Illuminati. The head of the Illuminati is called the Pindar, P-I-N-D-A-R. That actually means the dragon. The head of Illuminati is a motherfucking reptilian, whether you believe it or not, don't care. That's why they call the 13 royal bloodline families. The bloodline is royal because it's extraterrestrial. Because anybody who knows anything about white people, over 90% of them have the A and B antigen and they're positive for Rhesus monkey blood. So that can't be a royal bloodline. The only people outside of white people with a royal bloodline is black people. We have an O negative blood type. That's the majority of black people have O negative blood type. Extraterrestrial. Don't let them fucking statistics lie to you. And with that being said, the only other people on the planet with the most A and B antigens, because remember, we didn't get the A and B antigen or become Rh positive until the white man enslaved us and raped us. So before the white man enslaved us and raped us, the only other thing on the planet Earth with out the A and B antigen would be the reptilian race. And the only reason they're called a reptilian because they are perceived to be green because they have a low amount of carbon in them. But they have melanin. Just like fucking reptiles are green and they got melanin. Reptiles have more melanin than monkeys. Cobras have a pineal gland. A cobra is one of the only animals on the planet that can actually meditate and actually transcend and astral project. So you have to understand what the fuck you dealing with. So when I say reptilians, let's stop being spooky dookie. It's a motherfucker that's green and has more of an animal-based DNA. He does not predate our people or she, whatever it. Black people are the oldest ancient beings. This being was created right before the white race was created, and this race created the white race. And they're green because they have a small amount of melanin less than us, just like plants are green due to chlorophyll. So they're called reptilians because they're kind of scaly, and the shit that they was spliced with is more reptile based. So they call it a reptilian. Just like black people, they call us melanated beings. But it's just to cater to what our physical attributes display more. We're more melanated, we're called melanated beings. They look more like reptiles, they're called reptiles. White people are Neanderthals, they're called monkeys. They even say they come from monkeys. So it's just a description. Let's stop being spooky. But with that being said, these rituals are basically to fucking sacrifice you. You are being sacrificed. All of this shit is an illusion, and it's time to wake up. Hollywood, once again, Hollywood, the wood from a tree. The specific tree was called the holly tree. The Hollywood was used to cast and manifest demonic entities and spirits. Not saying the Hollywood tree itself is evil, but it was used for evil. And these motherfuckers even made their home base for evil called Hollywood. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? But with that being said, family, wake up. Don't be scared. Don't let this video scare you. The ancestors is back. All you got to do is get ready and start doing what you have to do to negate these motherfucking Caucasians out of your reality. Because I tell you what, if you can't think of something, you only can experience what you can conceive. You see, if, like, for example, there's people on the planet Earth who don't know who I am. So they could never get on YouTube or never even think to conceive the thought to get on YouTube and say, let me type in Young Pharaoh. So they could never experience me because they never thought of me. So why is it important? You can never experience the shit Hollywood is projecting or these motherfucking devils is projecting if you don't allow it in your fucking mind. You would never think to do it.